Welcome to the live broadcast of commencement for the Walton High School class of 2020. The graduates are honored that you are able to share in this special day. The processional will begin in just a few moments. A copy of the commencement program is available for download on the district's graduation information page. Thank you for joining us today. And remains hope you
Good evening, parents, faculty, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, and anyone else here to celebrate your graduate tonight. Welcome to the 2020 George Walton Comprehensive High School graduation ceremony. This is where you clap. My name is Olivia Green, and I had the pleasure of serving as the 2019-2020 Student Body President. I want to begin tonight by saying thank you. Thank you for coming, mask and all. Thank you for working so hard to get to this point. And most importantly, thank you for the most amazing past 4 years, filled with pep rallies, Halloween costumes, and countless unforgettable moments. Can you believe we are done? I know many of us can still remember getting on the bus on our first day of school or waiting outside in the carpool line outside of Old George. You have come a long way. You have grown. And for that, you should be proud. Although senior year did not end as expected, our graduating class was able to come up with many events and memories that none of us will forget. Not many people can say they had a drive-through graduation. Even though our diploma is already tucked away at home, let's cherish tonight. You are finally done and on to your next journey in life. I now want to take a moment to say a few remarks to the class of 2020. Going into high school, you never know what your experience is going to be. And I can personally say you guys have made mine and many others one in a million. Despite the hard classes, stress, and occasional all-nighters we all face, I knew I had 602 people that I could relate and rely on. The class of 2020 is some of the most welcoming and opening students I have seen thus far. You all are funny, kind, intelligent, and irreplaceable, and I cannot wait to see what you do in the future. Although high school was quite a roller coaster, I wouldn't want to go on this ride with anyone else. So before we continue the ceremony, I want to leave you with this quote. The quote goes, "Life can be a handful, but then again, that's why we have two hands." Okay. So thank you. I wish you success and happiness, and for the last time, go Raiders.
Good evening, class of 2020. I'm Rishab, Veldur, and it has been my honor to serve you as your senior class treasurer. Given this opportunity, I would first like to thank my parents, friends, and teachers who have made these 4 years so wonderful. Walton student organizations and teams are what make it so special. As you know, every year, the senior class leaves behind a gift to the school as a remembrance. To celebrate our incredible organizations this year, the senior class gift is flags flying the Walton emblems and colors on light poles across the campus. On fences surrounding the campus, there will be a windscreen with Walton's colors and logo. This would not be possible without the commitment from Dr. Miranda and the Walton faculty, so thank you, and go Durs.
First off, disclaimer, in light of the fact that I find comfort and humor when I'm nervous, this speech will be full of jokes. If you find yourself too bored to laugh, below your chairs you'll find a bingo card for your ceremonial pleasure. Wait, we couldn't get the cards? But what about like the card full of prizes? You know, it's fine. Good evening. My name is Chase Lee, and I'm the senior class president. First off, I'd like to welcome friends, family, exemplary teachers, staff, and administrators, Dr. Miranda, everyone who is streaming this live at home, hello, and above all, the outstanding class of 2020 for being here. Well, graduates, we made it. There's nothing like ending our high school career, like a graduation at a rival high school in the middle of July. But thank you, McEachern, for having us, and for your lovely, somewhat creepy Indian statue. But today isn't about the absurdity of our current graduation situation. It's about us. Seniors, I think it goes without saying that we've seen some of the biggest changes in Walton's history. We are the last students to experience the insanity, the craziness, the awfulness, greatness of the old building. For those who are uninitiated, saying that the old building was easy to navigate would be the funniest joke of the speech. As freshmen, it was a rite of passage to finally learn how to navigate those halls. whether it be realizing that there's a tiny corridor that connected to the E hallway, or that the T hallway actually existed, there's a sense of pride in finally knowing where to go. And that pride was quickly demolished along with the rest of the school. Then sophomore year came, and with it, a new school. It's got the windows we wanted. It's got the properly functioning air conditioning we needed. It's got the triangular-shaped desks that we neither wanted nor needed, but decided to get anyways. And of course, it's got the dreaded staircases that all of us hated. Now, it was at this time where most of us got our learner's permits as well. No longer will we have to be bombarded with uncomfortable small talk from our parents, like, where are you going? Who are you hanging out with? My personal favorite, so we recently looked at your internet history. There was we were becoming more independent, and with that, we were also shaping who we were as an individual. Junior year is when things really began to move. We became more involved with our clubs and sports teams, gaining leadership positions, teaching underclassmen, and leading our teams to victory, all while focusing on some of the most challenging classes, getting prepared for the SAT and ACT, and of course, find a date to prom. It was difficult. Getting the date, the rest was all right. There wasn't much hand-holding during this time, which was equal parts freeing and absolutely terrifying. College admissions were on the horizon, and we pushed ourselves harder than ever before. We were going to be on the most intense and competitive season of The Bachelorette in our lives, and boy, did we want to look good. Entering senior year was surreal. It was fun being those kids with Hawaiian shirts and black dresses that we've looked up to for the past 3 years. But when school started, it was a mad dash to the finish line. Our resumes were already set, and now it was all a matter of writing those essays. We spent weeks or months crafting the perfect narrative to prove to the colleges that we were the students for them. Or if you're like me, you procrastinated to the last minute. But finally, we submitted our applications as a wave of relief flooded over all of us. That was it. It was time for that coveted second semester of senior year. When we skipped classes, we no longer said that we were sick. We would say that we're already going to college. We would hang out with friends and go to dinner together, or we'd have parties and brag about who's done the least in their classes. Early in the semester, we joked about having stage 4 senioritis at the end of the year. And now, we would have been those stereotypical seniors with stereotypical senioritis disease. The world has a sick way of playing jokes. Instead of figuring out how many days we can put off doing that math assignment, we figured out how many days we can put off washing that same pair of sweatpants we've been wearing for a week straight. 15 days, by the way. Instead of face-to-face hangouts, we got Zoom calls, which always ended up in people showing off their pets. Instead of a charismatic Jackie Chan, you got a discount Andrew Yang. What I'm trying to say here was that senior year wasn't what we expected. It wasn't what anyone expected. And to be honest, it sucks. There's no other way around it. And what I could do is mull over all the things we couldn't do. I could talk about how we never really got to sign yearbooks. I could talk about the senior get-togethers we never had, or the last prom we couldn't attend. But what's hurt most personally is how we never really got to say our goodbyes. How one day we were released from school without knowing that we wouldn't be coming back. How we spent 4 long years at Walton without a chance to leave it properly. But that shouldn't change the experiences you gain from the time that you did spend here. We made so many friends, we shared so many jokes, and we had so many memories together. What happens now shouldn't change the fact that those had happened before. And let's not forget about the knowledge that we gain from Walton that prepares us for our future. Things like finding the integral of a sine function, analyzing 18th century poetry, locating the mitochondria, things adults do all the time in their daily lives. Those labs are labs of reassurance, trust me. Sometimes life is hard, unfair, and oftentimes completely unyielding. It will test you, change you, and put you through its paces. It will be incredibly difficult, but I know for a fact that you can do it. Why? Because what I just described to you was Walton in a nutshell. Look, it's not gonna be easy. I don't need this fancy wizard costume to tell you that. But what's more important than knowing what's ahead of you is knowing how to get back up and become stronger from it. Especially when life decides to pull a triple 360 lightning thunder elbow drop directly on your face. But don't take my word for it. As the great philosopher and writer Kelly Clarkson once said, "What doesn't kill you make you stronger, stand a little taller." I am so sorry you had to see that. Dr. Moran, I apologize. As cheesy as this entire speech was, I do hope that you leave here today with more than just a memory of me dancing to Kelly Clarkson's Stronger. You are all high school graduates, but even more than that, you are Raiders. The world is changing faster than ever before, and now you have a hand in what becomes of it. especially now with the world in crisis with recession, unemployment, COVID, and most recently cultural and racial dissonance, is our burden for us to bear and to fix. Because of that, I'd like to offer a challenge. It's a challenge of a lifetime, and some say the hardest challenge of them all. Make a lasting difference on this planet we call home. Be the positive force that flips the world on its head and makes the future brighter than we could have ever thought was imaginable. Or do the exact opposite and become the spiritual embodiment of Darth Vader. Your choice. Class of 2020, it has been the highest honor and privilege to serve you, but it's time to say goodbye. Congratulations, good luck, and go Durs.
Thank you, Chase. Well, good evening, class of 2020. Well, as many of you know, I also went to Walton High School, and like all good Walton students, I learned when you have a really big project, you should start early, break it into small pieces, and allow yourself time to reversion. Well, needless to say, I wrote my first draft of this speech before the February break, so I guess I really did start early. But when I started to pull it out and read it, I realized how much our world has changed in such a short amount of time. It would be really easy to focus on everything that you lost, but I'd rather highlight what have we gained. I think we gained a new appreciation for school, for our friends, from the support we get from one another, teachers, students, administration, and faculty alike. The pandemic has been a great reminder that we are all human, we are all vulnerable, and we are all in this together regardless of our differences. Also, I have a new respect for the Walton community. I saw so many of you support each other financially, emotionally, spiritually, and through service. So while these are just a few things, I'm going to choose to remember this year and this class for all of the silver linings, and I certainly hope you will too. Class of 2020, I have been so incredibly blessed to be your principal for the past 2 years. I have enjoyed watching you perform on the stage, whether it was band, orchestra, chorus, or drama. I've really enjoyed traveling with a lot of you. Some of my favorite memories are my Ireland and France chaperone groups. I will miss you guys very much, and I'm very thankful for that opportunity. I've enjoyed your numerous athletic accomplishments, including region championships, area championships, state championships. While many of our seasons got cut short, the Lady Raider volleyball team still won a state championship last fall, and our boys cross-country team brought home the state championship, something that had not been done since 1986. That is impressive. More importantly, I've enjoyed seeing the friendships that you created with each other, the camaraderie and the spirit. Walton has a long history of academic accomplishments, and you have upheld the legacy and traditions that classes before you have left. You've worked hard doing homework, studying, debating. It hasn't always been easy, but you've done it with excellence. You are a class 590 strong. 386 of you are graduating with honors. 200 of you are graduating with better than a 4.0 GPA. And 443 of you earned the Hope Scholarship. Beyond the Hope Scholarship, your class has been offered $14,724,108 in scholarship money. You collectively have 2005 college acceptances and 3 military enlistments. These academic accomplishments have been fostered by outstanding educators. I'd like to take a minute to thank all the teachers at Eastside, Kincaid, Mount Bethel, Murdoch, Soap Creek, Timber Ridge, Dickerson, and Dodgen for help paving the way. I also want to recognize the Walton faculty, who have worked tirelessly to challenge you in the classroom, whether in person or virtual, inspired you with their passion, and empowered you to reach your goals. They've spent hours coaching you on the field, sponsoring clubs, helping you with the adventures and capstone projects, and that's just to name a few. Walton faculty and staff, thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to our students. Just as important as your academic and performance accomplishments, your service and leadership accomplishments have been just as impressive. This class has accumulated 44,693 service hours over 4 years. But you know what I'm going to remember most about the class of 2020? is so much more than just the accomplishments, but it's the everyday difference in the lives you made of the people at Walton. There are so many of you that made difference in my life, and you made the difference in each other's lives, and you made a difference in your teachers' lives. And that's truly what matters. I thank you for sharing yourselves over these past 4 years. Parents, thank you for allowing us to be part of your child's journey. Your support over the past 4 years, whether volunteering in an office, through a booster club, or helping us hire more teachers, has given us the ability to truly focus on your children and providing them the best high school experience. So class of 2020, whether you're a little nervous or very excited about moving on, know 3 things. You have been well educated. You have the skills, the problem solving, and the critical thinking to take with you wherever you go. You've been inspired. Whether you've found that passion and you know exactly what you want to do, or you've just found that you're going to go out and explore everything, you are ready. And you have been empowered. Today, you are a Walton graduate. You have proven you can do what it takes to reach that goal. You know how to work hard and persevere. Let that empower you to be confident on your journey. And know that we'll still be here at Walton watching and cheering you on. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Walton High School, I wish you all the best, and I cannot wait to see what your futures hold. Among the phenomenal scholars in the class of 2020, 2 outstanding students have earned special recognition for their exceptional academic achievements. It is an honor to present the salutatorian and valedictorian for Walton's class of 2020. This year's salutatorian is Gabriel Chin. Gabriel could not be here this evening. He is graduating with a 4.754 GPA. He has taken a wide variety of challenging academic courses. He's a leader in the classroom, and he truly likes to help his peers learn. He did an internship at Kennesaw State this past year where he programmed robots for pathfinding and mapping algorithms. He's also a very accomplished fencer and has been the captain of the fencing team for the past 2 years. He plans to attend Georgia Tech and study computer engineering. We are very proud of Gabriel, and we wish him all the best. This year's valedictorian is Anant Rajan. Anant has a 4.817 GPA, and he also took classes at Georgia Tech this year. Well, clearly Anant is a gifted student. More importantly, Anant is genuine, he is centered, he is calm, and he is a reflective thinker. He's been very involved and successful in our mock trial team and our science Olympiad. He's fluent in 7 languages. He writes poetry, he sings, he dances, he plays the clarinet. But what's most important, and I'm glad I've gotten to watch this, is he is a very loving son and a really great big brother. Next year, Anant plans to attend Harvard University, majoring in molecular biology and minoring in art history and neuroscience. Anant tells me his goal is to be a neurosurgeon. And since I've gotten to know Anant, I can promise you he is going to do anything he sets his mind to. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian for Walton's class of 2020, Mr. Anant Rajan.
Thank you, everyone. Dr. Melinda, thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. I'll just translate a couple of things that she said. I want to be a neurosurgeon, which means that I will be in debt until I am 70 years old, and will probably have to sell 3 of my fingers. For those of you who haven't seen me before, I am the kid who you probably saw wearing suits every day, walking around the halls. I'm that kid. What is also important to me that I've just recently learned is that I'm actually 6 foot 2 inches tall, but I've been told that I have the energy of someone who's 5 foot 6 inches, and I don't know how to take that. So I'd just like to start by saying a few thank yous. First, to my mom for giving me my morals, my values, and being infinitely supportive. To my dad for being an amazing life coach. To my sister for being my best friend. To Ms. Burrell, who taught me a teacher can actually be your friend. Mr. Wolf, who helped me explore my intellectuality. and Mr. Flanor for tirelessly helping me find my true essence. To Dr. Melanda for unflinchingly leading us into the future, always with a smile, and Miss Harwood for being my school mom and always being there, no matter what. I can't believe we're graduating. I can't believe I'm looking out at the class of 2020, people who have inspired, motivated me. It's just unreal. I mean, we almost missed this. I mean, we're sitting here today in 96-degree weather, 46% humidity. We're sweating like water buffaloes in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and we're wearing very flattering gowns that complement our body structure. That was sarcasm. This thing's like a shower curtain. But before we read out all the names, I'm supposed to stand here and talk for what's going to seem like a while. I watched some other speeches to find out what exactly I was supposed to do here. I watched Emma Stone's speech from Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then I figured that was for a very targeted audience, so unless one of you is Spider-Man, it's not going to work. I watched Peter Magnetos' speech, and what I learned from that is that if I plug my Instagram up here, I'll get a lot of follows, so at Anant P. Rajan, go follow when you guys are done. And from William Ellsworth's speech, I learned that a good rap can solve everything. But I can't rap, so that's not gonna happen. Life. I know, I didn't write a transition for this. I didn't have time to find a good one, but life. Life has two sides. Life can be like a Wednesday evening in the mountains with a mug of hot tea, feeling the warmth of the steam curling up to your face, smelling the petrichor, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost feel it. Feel the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. That was Natasha Bedingfield. But life can also feel like you're being chased around in the Serengeti by a giraffe with Mr. Flanor's face, who's just yelling random literary terms at you, which was a real nightmare that I had, and I still remember to this day. Life, like every adult has ever said, is about learning. I found that that doesn't mean a book learning necessarily. It's about having new experiences, finding fascination with the world around you. Like figuring out the age difference between you and a celebrity isn't that big, which, by the way, Zendaya, if you're watching this by anything, give me a call. Or like, I distinctly remember Chase talked about the old school building, walking down G Hall in the old school building on the way to my locker. The lighting was dim, you know, there's random stuff piled on the corner. It looked like out of a murder movie, like I'm a family who just wanted to start over and moves into the Midwest. I thought I was going to be murdered. But I saw a huge cockroach right next to my locker. I'd like to say I was prepared because I had my 10-pound AP Human Geography textbook, and I put a piece of paper under it, and I held it over that cockroach, and I was ready to drop that book on that cockroach. You know, sometimes surprises are pleasant. Sometimes, to quote John Mulaney, brush your teeth, boom, orange juice, that's life. This was one of those moments, like feeling pressure on my cheek and finding out that cockroaches can fly. If you didn't know that before now, I'm sorry. But on a more serious note, sometimes these experiences rock our whole worldview. That's the point where we start to find our niche in the world, when we get to start to find an idea of who we are. There's a lot of powerful things to experience in this world. I remember walking into a cancer patient's room at Kennestone. It's this frail old man whose skeleton I can see through his skin. He's on a ventilator, he's struggling to breathe without coughing, and yet he still told me jokes. He still had the light of life behind his eyes. The next room over is a 30-year-old man with an inoperable brain tumor. When I asked him questions, like, are you comfortable? Yes. Do you need anything? No. He only answered yes or no, and it wasn't curt or impolite. It was just that you could see that he'd given up, that the light had gone out from behind his eyes. And as we're entering the world of adults, there's going to come points in our life where we're like that points where we're down that just don't seem fair at all. I mean, this year at a Cleveland, Ohio high school, someone should have called the name Tamir Rice to graduate with us. That's not fair. Black lives matter. Depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety are real mental health issues that have already happened to a lot of us, and to deny that is not fair. The fact is that in life, crappy things will happen. But that's because we can't have a definition of happy without sad. Our job is to have perseverance, to stride through and keep going until we break through to the other side. Failure isn't the end of the journey, it's the threshold to excellence. Now, I've been fortunate to meet a lot of y'all through my high school career, and in every single one of you, I've seen the strength to power through, to go on, to get up, and to succeed. Now imagine we're all on Goliath at Six Flags, you know, that big roller coaster that everybody's scared of. All through our lives, so far, we've been pulled upwards and upwards pretty slowly for what seems like quite a while. And this graduation, this stage, that's when we're at the tippy top. And after we go to college, we start the screaming, shouting, cartwheeling fast way down. We're almost there, the ride of life. The first time you go through that drop, you scream, your hair flies into your mouth, somebody else's hair flies in your mouth, a fly flies in your mouth, whatever, right? But after a while, you know, you start to enjoy the ride. And then comes that one flat stretch where you get to catch your breath, and you ask yourself, what's next? To quote Merida from Brave, if you had a chance to change your fate, would ya? Then we strive forward on the ride. And there's somewhere along the ride, you come to 3 loops that throw you for a spin. It might make you a little loopy, throw you off track a little bit. Those are really bad puns, I'm sorry, nobody laughed. Maybe one of those loops is kind of early, and you find yourself in love. We call that the Disney moment. Maybe another one of those loops is the part where you find out that life is finite and you use half your net worth to buy a Porsche for no reason. And that part we call the midlife crisis. The point is that after all of this strife, after you come out of it with your hair looking like it was licked by Clifford the big red dog, you crack a smile, you want to do it again. The key to all of this, confidence in yourself. Like, isn't that the most cliche thing ever? Like, I feel like I'm up here like a 140-year-old Indian yogi who's been meditating in the Himalayas for like 2 months coming to talk to y'all. But it's true. You have to look in the mirror and have your own drive to go forward. You have to look into that mirror and you have to tell yourself that you're a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. And if you need some help, take some advice from people like Megan Stein. Like Barack Obama, who said, "We did not come here to fear the future, we came here to shape it." Or Scar from the 1994 nature documentary, The Lion King. Whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will be there to guide you. Or from the Oscar-winning heist film, Despicable Me, Gru, who said, "Look, Mom, I built a real rocket ship based off the macaroni prototype." The point is, even if you have minions or not, even if you steal the moon or not, you gotta believe in yourself, follow through on your dreams, and you can do whatever the heck you want to do. Now, if I've timed this right, I got about 2 minutes before I've overstayed my welcome, and Mr. Ragsdale can use his very big biceps to throw me off the stage legally. But I'd like to tell you guys a story. It's the story of the time Michelangelo spent painting the Sistine Chapel. Now, you see, Michelangelo was known for being a fantastic painter and sculptor, also a Ninja Turtle. But what people don't know about Michelangelo is that he was a fiery, irate, sassy little nerd, like if Danny DeVito and Michael Jordan had a love child. He worked on the ceiling for 4 whole years, bent backwards, like his back was gone, man. Sometimes he would take off his boot and throw it at people, whether it was students or the Pope himself. Now, Michelangelo had a rival, and that rival was over painting murals in the papal state apartments. That dude's name was Raphael. And Raphael was a stud, man, like full on reps on reps on reps, baller out, Coach Spot style. You couldn't find two more opposite people than, Danny DeVito and Coach Spots. And those two fought all the time and resented each other. But the thing is, whenever the other was in a pinch of trouble, usually it was because Michelangelo threw his boot and PO'd the wrong dude, or Raphael got jiggy with the wrong lady in Florence, they would bail the other out for the sake of artistic integrity. And Michelangelo, all through his ventures, didn't keep a single penny for himself, which is bad financial advice, but the moral of the story is that he used all of that money to fund his brother's and his father's business, to teach his students. And I know y'all are the same way, because all through these 4 years, you have taught me kindness, generosity, and love. And I know that whether it's systemic racism or a killer virus that's forcing us all to wear masks right now, this class is going to be the one who's going to go out and fix it, because that's who we are. Now we're getting not to the end, but to the beginning of our life, to the beginning of a celebration of our achievements, of the nights that we didn't sleep at all, that we heard our parents' alarms ringing in the morning and thought to ourselves, oh crap, it's 5 a.m. Of our pasts, our presents, and our futures. We, class of 2020, we're strong. We have determination. We shine bright. Today, graduating with all of you, I am so proud to call myself a member of the class of 2020. So for the last time in high school, go Raiders!
Hello and good evening. I'm Katie Gillio, your class vice president for the class of 2020. First, I just want to say how thankful I am to see you guys all here tonight. I've really missed you guys these past few months, and I'm so excited that we get to be here to celebrate this achievement together. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing the Cobb County School District Post 6 School Board member, Ms. Charisse Davis. So, Ms. Davis, on behalf of the class of 2020, thank you for representing us as students and our community on the school board. Ms. Davis.
We are living in a history-making moment as our country grapples with a global pandemic and the largest racial justice movement we have ever seen. Please consider your place in these historical times, Walton Raiders, and what you can do to help make sure that our country comes out of this perhaps stronger than we have ever been. I don't say this because it's easy, but because of the hope that every generation places onto the next, that you will guide us into better times. Graduates, please take care of yourselves. Take some time to thank the family and the teachers that helped you get here, and create a plan for your future that you will be proud of. Congratulations. And for the moment that you all have been waiting very, very patiently for. As a duly elected member of the Cobb County Board of Education, I hereby certify that the graduating seniors of Walton High School have met the high school graduation requirements of the State Board of Education and the Cobb County School District, and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Dr. Miranda, you may begin the presentation of diplomas.
Anant Padmanabhan Rajan, Valedictorian with honor. Olivia Elizabeth Green, International Spanish Academy graduate with honor. Chase Shisheng Lee, President of the Senior Class, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Kate Liston Giglio, Vice President of the Senior Class with honor. Evan Alexandre Siev, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Rishab Rao Veldur, treasurer of the senior class, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Colin Randall Guth, with honor. Yusra Fatima Alam, with honor. Farah Hussein Al-Karwi, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Noah Hunter Assam. Heather Deanna Baker. Kai Sharber Bali, with honor. Emma Michelle Barber, International Spanish Academy graduate with honor. Sydney Alexis Barrett. Paul Nicholas Bauman. Zoe Isabella Bayani, with honor. Catherine James Bean. Jackson Hill Bogla. Elizabeth Tatum Borden. Adam Ellie Brenner, with honor. Haley Marie Brown, with honor. Mary Catherine Bruce, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Carter Livingston Bussey. Troy Daniel Byers Jr., with honor. Natalie Ray Carlomagno, International Spanish Academy graduate. Peter Enrique Carr, with honor. Jeb Steele Carrier. Cassandra Rose Carver, with honor. Ellen Francis Chamberlain, with honor. William Lawrence Chapman, with honor. Chase Jeremy Clark. Nicole Kelly Clever, with honor. Lily Nate Cohen, STEM Academy graduate with honor. Ursula Ann Cole, with honor. Julia Michelle Connolly, with honor. Mary Elizabeth Conway. James Lewis Cox, Luke Daniel Chrysler. Thank you. Rachel Cronin. Evan Fellows Crow, with honor. Paulo Froelich Macedo Cunha. Carly Marie Cuthrow. Jordan Isaiah Daniel Gilliard. Courtney Renee DeFore. Yash Jigger Desai, with honor. Andrew Michael DeWitt, with honor. Sykiran Demotheran, with honor. Christian Frederick Ditlau, with honor. Alyssa Sarah Erbacher, with honor. Abby Lane Everett, with honor. Ashley Lila Catherine Fairfax, with honor. Molly Jade Feinberg, with honor. Rose Catherine Ferguson, with honor. Matthew Peter Feste, with honor. Alexandra Elizabeth Fink, with honor. Lucas Allen Flowers, with honor. Nicholas Henderson Floyd. Daniel Allen Foster. Elizabeth Banks Fullerton, with honor. Sebastian Andres Garcia, with honor. Andrew Christian Gerard, with honor. Nicholas Evan Goldstein, with honor. Nusha Madison Green. Colby John Gross, with honor. Anish Muragamurai Gahan, with honor. Frances Catherine Hakes, with honor. Highland Devin Hance. Alexis Jane Harrop, with honor. Olivia Grace Heinrichs. Alexander Lee Helms, with honor. Sydney Blake Helton, with honor. Jasmine Sadie Hoffman. Alexandra Ann Holdmeyer, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Ashley Nicole Holland, with honor. Raya Catherine Holleran, with honor. Kaylin Michael Hollins. Victoria Michelle Hopkins, with honor. Ensley J. Huff, with honor. Evan McRae Humphreys, with honor. Anna Maria Honeycutt. Anna Flynn Hunt, with honor. Haley Ashton Hurst, with honor. Henry Walker Hurst. Elijah Lewis Engelson, with honor. Emaduddin Husni Iswanto, with honor. Sonali Iyer, with honor. Reagan Ann Jacobson, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Michael Lance Jacopo, with honor. Maria Machado Johnson, with honor. Daniela Jones. Lauren Elizabeth Cato, with honor. Ayush Kashal, with honor. Alyssa Ashley Keaton. Damian Kengitsi Kipesi. Kelly Grace Klump, with honor. Marta Isabella Knapp, with honor. Nicole Alexandra Kostakis, with honor. Jaina Gaurav Kotahari. Christian Robert Kramer, with honor. Aubrey K. Kreider, with honor. Advaith Kumar, with honor. Anya Balu Karam, International Spanish Academy graduate, with honor. Bryce Eakins Liang, with honor. Lisa Sajia Liu, with honor. Tucker Matthew Lloyd, with honor. Zachary David Logan, with honor. Felix Lopez Minardi, with honor. Allison Liu, with honor. Viviana Elizabeth Liu, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Kelly Joanna Luna. Lauren Skylar Lynch. Trenton Edwards Madsen. Matthew Sheldon Maggard, with honor. Lucy Maria Morris, with honor. Peter Clement Morris, with honor. Jeanette Marie Martinez Goico, with honor. Caroline Chenevert Mason, with honor. Charles Taylor Matzler. Justin Lauren McConnell. Emily Lantry McGlamry, with honor. Henry Stinson Melnick, with honor. Harris Benjamin Mintz. Ethan Hall Nader. Derek Jesse Newton, with honor. Russell Vincent Newton, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Taylor Joseph Newton, with honor. Rosalind P. Trin Wynn, with honor. Abigail Sheridan Nolde. Noah Carl Norgren, with honor. Ariana Marie Neruzade, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Kendall Lee O'Brien, with honor. Connor Andrew Old, with honor. Rebecca Ann Oliver. Dylan Patrick O'Reilly. Kieran Ronan O'Reilly, with honor. Sean Joseph O'Reilly, with honor. Zane Lennon Ortega. Alexandra Caroline Oyen, with honor. Fari Taha Ozked, Jr. Pablo Alberto Padilla, with honor. Lorraine Evelyn Palmgren, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Netta Rachel Pariente. Ryan Cave Parsa, with honor. Dev J. Patel. Jayan Surjit Patel, with honor. Rebecca Catherine Patterson, with honor. Roger Evan Patterson. Sophia Marin Pavento, with honor. Catherine Beatrice Payne. Camilla Painabard, with honor. Mary Margaret Perry, with honor. Eric Malcolm Pitts, International Spanish Academy graduate, with honor. Wyatt McGrath Pitts, with honor. Andrew Joseph Pritz, with honor. Christopher James Quinton. Pranav Rajbandari, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Noam Raz. Anton Alexandrovich Real. Javier Alejandro Rodriguez. Catherine Yvonne Rollick, with honor. Harper Elizabeth Rondeau. Sapide Saheb, with honor. Adriel Josiah Santoso, with honor. Sarah Elizabeth Kene Scarver. Anna Lindsay Shad. Olivia Suzanne Searcy, with honor. Ashlyn Lee Siegler, with honor. Zachary Taylor Schaefer, with honor. Raymond Frank Shen, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. David Samuel Sickles, with honor. Eric Allen Simon, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Anita Lair Singh, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Caitlin Marie Smith. Makita Meza Solomon. William Spann. Christian Taylor Spence, with honor. Colin William Stewart, International Spanish Academy graduate, with honor. Arden Ladair Stoops. Catherine Mary Strickland, with honor. Michael Patrick Sullivan. Caleb Raymond Sumsky, with honor. Evram Boren Taskin, with honor. James Jeffrey Tassitano. Michelle Ann Tassitano, with honor. Carrie Elizabeth Thomas, STEM Academy graduate, with honor. Paige Emily Toller, International Spanish Academy graduate, with honor. Anna Maria Trimble. Adam Paul Tropower, with honor. Abby Sage Tucker, with honor. Matthew Thomas Tunkey, with honor. Jacob Ethan Vanneman. Abigail Phyllis Van Loan, with honor. McKenna Johanna Villone, with honor. Parker Ray Walden, with honor. Jake Weber, with honor. Natalie Twee V. Wayand, with honor. Peyton Alexander White. Shayna Lee Whiteford. William Thomas Wisniewski.
Class of 2020, our days at Walton High School have come to an end.
Let this day mark the celebration of our success, the acknowledgement of our hard work, and a prosperous future ahead.
The turning of the tassels signifies the beginning of a new stage of our lives.
Graduates, please join me in turning your tassels from the right to the left. Woo! Congratulations, high school.
Walton High School Class of 2020.